Hello and welcome to another episode of SqEngineering. I'm Splutis, and in today's episode I think we will actually be going through the plans I have for this wrenching season, because I won't be driving the Supra even though I've only driven it once this year, but still better than zero. And it's currently down on the floor, so we need to jack it up on jack stands. And I will not redo the mistake of last season and not really take it serious, maybe. I don't know. I will try to do things that needs to be done, but maybe not critical for driving it, just so that I can drive it this next year's season. And also things that will make it look a bit more finished, because that's not the case currently. So I will get started and see where we end up. The Supra is now up on jack stands, as you can see, and I'm sweaty like I don't know what. Am I the only one who gets this sweaty when doing things like this? I don't think it's supposed to be like this, but yeah, I guess I'm nervous. I don't want it to slip and fall or whatever. So let's take a look at what we need to do. So if we are starting from the back, we need to replace this license plate surrounding as well as the tail lights. I have the new ones waiting, or almost waiting. Still need to clear coat the center section and the lights, and before that I need to wet sand them. So we are going with the JDM version. So after that's done, we can continue and install the side trim. I'm not completely sure on how I will do that, because I no longer have that bottom rubber piece that runs along the entire trim. So we will see, but I do have new fasteners. We also need to install the wing. This lid needs to be cut and polished, and also I have misplaced the hardware for locking this, so I need to take care of that. And while we are here in the rear, so here is my current solution for automatic fuse and disconnecting the battery. Now this will be a better option when we have this connection, because we will have a bigger contact surface instead of this post, and then we will need these. But I also just realized that I've been reading off this cable, which is 50 square millimeter. That one is 70. So these doesn't fit, and none of these fit. So we'll see what I will do. and this one is for 200 amps, this one is for 300 amps, and I'm not sure which one to use, but the distance between the posts or connecting points aren't that far, so I think either will work, and I will make a better bracket, a tie down for the battery to make it more secure, so that in case the nuts come undone, it won't short out the battery. That would be bad. And then we also need to install the interior, which I would be able to do once all the trim is installed. Wheels, need to put on the new wheels with tires. Need to assemble those, surface treat the wheels, ceramic coating. We have these side pieces. I might put some protective film on them before I install them, but once those, oh, and I need to have this stone or gravel protection paint on that piece as well, so I need to paint that, then we can install them, and then we can install this trim. What else? And the same goes for these. Also need a protective paint. Then we can continue here. My now semi-permanent side indicators, we will remove these and put on the proper stuff. Both pop-up lids needs to be cut and polished. And we need these, the grills. And in the engine bay, it would be nice to have the new wiring harness, which would also include a new fuse box with relays, which I would put there. I just need to make a bracket for it. This valve cover is broken. It's sealed right now. The new ones are getting AN10 fittings, so we will need to redo the PCV system with catch cans and check valves, so that the air can only go in one direction. Currently I only have one check valve here, but that allows air to be pulled from here, go past the valve covers, and then eventually into the intake manifold. And this works for now. It's also like stock, but I will add an AN10 fitting here, and then we will have like two sources, one source here and one source here. So when the throttle is closed, this connection will have air or crankcase ventilation coming in, and when we are pushing it, open throttle, then this fitting will see the same air and crankcase ventilation mixture. My power steering reservoir, this one is again semi-permanent. We need to make the new one. I think I will also remake the bracket for the boost control solenoid, because I actually intended it to be on the inside so that it's more covered and protected. Then we have the AC system, which is not fully installed. We have the compressor, the system is tight and nice, so that's good. And here in the front underneath here we need to do some corrections. We only have semi-permanent hoses, and this pipe for power steering fluid cooling. Need to fix that and put the actual cooler in place, so sandwiched between the radiator and AC condenser. Currently we only have the oil cooler for the engine, so that one will be replaced, and I will get a new one for the power steering fluid, which I already have, so we need to make some brackets for that. That's a long list, maybe a bit longer than intended, so we will see how that goes. Would also be nice to wrap the downpipe, put some heat shielding towards the AC lines. Yeah, and I have a new throttle body, which I can put a proper wheel on for the cable coming from the pedal. And we have some intercooler piping that needs correction, so the list is long, and we will see how it goes. Hopefully we can at least achieve the cosmetic stuff, which would also benefit the apartment, because no more car parts in the apartment. Well, that's not true. No more red car parts in the apartment, so we will free up some space for maybe new car parts. We will see, but yeah, I really need to get going on this if I'm going to make it till the season. What was I thinking? But anyway, the first step is completed, getting it up on jack stands. So yeah, this will have to do. So thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe. Stay safe, take care, bye bye.